Welcome back, you beautiful fucks. It's me, Danny. You know what I just learned too? Apparently, the YouTube monetization AI detects when you swear in the beginning of a video. Which means if I ever turn this into a monetized channel, I'd be fucked because of my intro. So once I start saying more family-friendly things in the beginning, just know I'm making money. Anyway, guys, today, finally, we're looking at Super7. My figures came in from Super7 directly, finally. That's what I just said. And I've been waiting so long. And I was getting a little annoyed. I think I mentioned this because, Big Bad Toy Store got their orders first. Yet, for some reason, the people who ordered from Super7 directly had to wait. I don't know how that works, but from now on, I'm ordering from Big Bad Toy Store. Anyway, glad to just finally have them now. We're looking at the box. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the sleeves for these ones, but they're okay. It has that little texture to it. That's what I was feeling earlier. So right here's the artwork. It does give a nice little description. You can pause the video and if you want to read it. I'll bring it in closer in a second so it looks better. But it's nice that they add some work here. I'm going to take a sip of this coffee. I'm actually drinking it out of a Godzilla cup. It says Godzilla is my spirit animal. Look at this plant right here. Thought we changed things up a bit. It's a very nice plant. I sit this on my little stand end table next to my couch. So that's nice. It really brings the room together. Nice amount of green it helps with the depression. Anyway, let's look at these things. These are the accessories. It comes with hands, some fist, 2 pairs of fist. Then you'll see when I do a little fist bump here. They're bros. Clink. Here we go. And then slightly open hands, kind of like almost gripping. If you want to make him hold a gun. If you want Godzilla to have a weapon. Or just slightly open hands like he's walking. Look at that. That's a jump scare. Look at that face. My goodness. I'm not saying it's bad, but just these pupils are just like they're stinging. Like they're just piercing you. But I mean, the sculpt's not bad. I prefer, I said before, they're Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Zord figures that have movable mouths. Yet for some reason the Godzilla figures do not. So I don't know what the deal is with that. But, for the price point, I kind of wish. Oh, we're bringing in the plant again because there's a secret with the plant. Get that figure out of the way. We're talking about the plant. There's a secret with the plant. So this is not an ordinary plant, as you may think. Hit it, Danny. Look at this. It's a custom plant. That's right. I added that fern. I don't know if that's a fern. I added that $2 plant accessory from Walmart into the base plant to make it extra pizzazzy. Add that girth to it. Well, I don't know if I want to use that term, but just really adds just different shades of green. Anyway, let's talk about why you're here. And it's this figure. It's a piece of shit. No, I'm just kidding. Jesus. But I told myself I'm taking a sip of this coffee because there's a lot of sugar in it and it's pretty good. Don't worry, it's 0 calorie sugar. I'm sticking to my diet. Anyway, so I told myself no more Burning Godzillas. I'm not even a huge Burning Godzilla fan, and that's probably just because that costume, that design of Godzilla has been milked to hell when it comes to merchandise. So it's kind of annoying at this point. But what drew me to Super7s is the smoke effects that I'm taking off right now. Except for that one. That one's a little tight, so I leave it on. And that's okay, because that's how I display it. Which is weird, because, for the price point, I'm essentially paying all that money to have smoke effects that I could probably make myself. But, at the time, I wanted to give Super7 a chance. Because I pre-ordered these way back when they were announced. Look at that. So this is one of the drawbacks right here. Look at that tail gap. Maybe I need to push in the tail even more. If any of you have the figure, let me know. But holy Jesus, that's quite the leap in between there. But you can. I try to adjust it here. It still doesn't really do much. But it's all right. I do like the tail for some, when I put it in, the tail is it's a good sized tail, and I do like the posability on it, so that is nice. And definitely the paint job on this, better than I thought. after Biollante and seeing the paint job for the original '89 release. This one definitely, I do like it. I do like the dorsal plates, that they're a little translucent. The chest is fine with all the burning effects. It's kind of reminiscent of like Bandai Creations got Burning Godzilla. If you guys seen that, I think I've talked. Maybe I have not talked about it actually. Let me not get ahead of myself. I tried moving his hand there. The articulation is what you expect when it comes to these types of figures, up there with NECA and Haya and SH a little bit. You know, I don't really talk about articulation. It's fine, but that elbow right there with the one with the smoke effect on it is very stiff. Don't want to break it, so I need to hit it with a hairdryer because I'm not trying to bend it. That's why his arm's so straight there. But as you can see, his other elbow's bent, so it looks good. So the smoke effects, they do all come off. Like I said, the one on the arm is just kind of locked in there. I don't feel like taking it off. But they're kind of shaped for each of his thighs, and they're a little bit textured for some grip. However, this one I'm holding in particularly do not stay on well. So it's kind of like with Biollante, if you remember the little tentacles that were ripped, you can attach them, but they're not going to stay on too well. It's like that. This is definitely all here for display. This is not a toy for kids. I mean, if your kid's really careful with it, I guess. But these are just going to fall off. Like the smoke effect, at least. That one will stay on fine, the one at the top. But look right there. Like it's very loosely fitted. I kind of have to be careful when I move it. You know, you tap it, it's just going to fall off. But the effect itself, it's not bad, you know. Was it worth the full price to get it? I don't know. Again, this is back before we knew what Super 7 would be like when I bought these. But I don't really regret the purchase. I think it's still pretty good. I got Mechagodzilla as well. We'll talk about that in a separate video probably next week. And you can put him in some nice poses. Even with the arm that's stiff, like he looks like he's reaching out. It's not a bad pose. So it's definitely a nice centerpiece. I'll probably keep it here at the apartment. And, you know, nice talking point. People be like, "What is that?" And I can be like, "Well, you see, that's known as Burning Godzilla from Super 7 and the hit movie Godzilla vs. Destroyer." And then my guest will leave because they don't want to hear about it. But all in all, it's a good figure. Again, maybe the price is still a little bit high. But Super 7 just did a sale with some of their figures. They went down to $67, which is a bit better. I don't know if these were there, though, because these just came out. But that could bode for the future then. As in, maybe in the future, Super 7 figures will be on sale. So, you just got to keep an eye out. But it's not bad. Definitely, you know, it could have been worse. But I'm pretty happy with it. So, that is all for today's video, everyone. If you want to reach out to me, my Instagram's at the bottom. That's the best way to reach me. But I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Next week, we'll talk about Mechagodzilla. Tomorrow, I think we're talking about Legion and Iris from the Gamera Heisei series. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, guys, I hope you all take care, and I'll see you all next time.